Mortal Kombat 11 Combat League can be a fun and rewarding way to level up, get online experience, and win awesome looking skins and gear for some of your favorite characters. However, Combat League is plagued with players that try to exploit characters' cheapest moves in order to get free wins to level up. We are going to take a deep dive into these players' minds to find the best way to neutralize their spams and completely destroy them. And who better to teach you than Mortal Kombat 11's leading expert in destroying spammers. This series will cover some of the most abused moves and characters in Mortal Kombat 11, and will show you how to beat them. So without any further ado, let's get to it. How's it going, guys, and welcome back. You know who I am, and I know why you're here. This week, we'll be going over who else but the Mortal Kombat poster child himself. That's right, little Scorpy boy here. And let's not pretend like everyone doesn't hate Scorpions online. He's another one of those scrubby characters with the easiest combos in the game, and yet we still run into Scorpions that just like to YOLO teleport and run away and throw spears the entire game. So like always, let's learn how to beat the spammers and the scrubs. Okay, starting off, we're going to talk about the variation as a whole. In my experience, if the Scorpion picks the variation that has the Burning Spear combo, and Death Spin, 99% of the time, they're going to spam you and play super scrubby. So that's the first thing you want to look out for. If they're a good Scorpion, they'll always use the Helport cancel variation, since that move makes Scorpion at least 2 tiers better, in my opinion. Now, let's go over how a Scorpion thinks. They're going to start off almost every game by jumping backwards. Why? Because they want to do one of two things. They either want to get far enough away so they can spam that spear and hopefully get that crushing blow, or they're hoping that you do an attack so that they can YOLO teleport you. My advice here, and this applies to everything a Scorpion's going to do, is be patient. You can neutral duck the spear and the first hit of his teleport. So you can let them run away and avoid taking any hits so you're not taking any chip damage. If he does teleport, neutral duck the first hit and block the second. And you'll have plenty of time to punish him. The teleport and the spear up close are also very punishable. We're going to look at that spear first. It is -33 on block, so that's plenty of time to punish. That teleport amplified is -14. And now we're just going to look at his teleport unamplified. That's -20. So it's a little worse than the amplified teleport, but you still have plenty of time to punish it. So you actually want your Scorpion to YOLO teleport, because it's very punishable. And every time they do it, you can get a full combo punish, just because they want him to whip out this move. So you can usually bait a teleport out of a Scorpion by wave dashing forward, or by standing up, releasing block, and then blocking again. Because that Scorpion is going to want to attack you, and they're going to want to punish you whenever you can. So if they think you're going to wake up and do any sort of special move, they're going to try and teleport and punish you. So if you stand up and release block, and then block again, you'll bait that teleport out of them. Or if you move forward, they're going to try and do it too. So that's how you can bait a teleport out of a Scorpion. You can usually do that with the spear too. And anytime they do that, guess what? You have all day to punish them. So you always want to be patient, because the Scorpion always wants to attack. They just want to make sure you can't attack them first, or attack them back. That's why they like to run away and do these spears, do these teleports, is because you can't really attack them, but they can attack you. And that's why a lot of them will jump, is because it's a lot harder to hit them, and it's plenty easy for them to teleport in the air. So just block, don't try and make any moves, and just wait for them to attack you first. It's going to be annoying, it's going to be a boring game, but it's a lot better than getting beat and then getting begged by a Scorpion, because you know those Scorpions are always going to beg you when they beat you. So we're going to go over a couple moves for when a Scorpion does decide to get bored and attack you, because if you're just sitting there avoiding the spears the entire time and avoiding the teleports, they are going to eventually come forward and attack. So the moves that are most common with an attacking Scorpion are the Death Spin, the back 3, forward 3-4, D1 and the D2s, and of course the grabs. So we're going to go over one of these one by one real quickly and show you how you can counter them. So Death Spin is a favorite move by spammers because it's practically unavoidable. It is pretty much safe on block because of all the pushback, and it does a lot of chip damage. So if you only have a little bit of life left, this move will kill you even if you're blocking. Just look at how much chip damage is happening when I'm blocking, and this is without the Burning Spear damage buff. It's still doing plenty of damage, so if you're in that critical zone and you're trying to attack, a Scorpion can whip this out with 11 frames of startup, and you're getting hit, and you're taking all that damage. And what I mean when it's hard to punish is they do the move, and if you try and get close, normally you won't be able to hit them. Well, this is kind of a bad example, but trust me, online it's pretty hard to counter this move. Even though it is -20 and -18 on block, it should be plenty punishable, but it's not as punishable as it should be. So, however, some characters have far-reaching moves, like Johnny here. He does this move, bam, punished. Dropped combo, but punished. Alright, we're just gonna move on. And if that doesn't work, also do that. That also works against his regular spear. So if he wants to stand back and throw his spear at you, that back forward one, and throw that spear, you can duck it, wake up, and do this attack. This attack is great for dealing with Scorpions. However, it is a high, so you want to be careful not to just randomly whip this out whenever you think. You want to make sure they do the move first, and then punish it. You don't want to anticipate and then try and attack, because they will punish you. And that's where that down 2 comes in, where they're going to randomly mash that whenever they can. So next we're going to go into this back 3. This move is super annoying because Scorpion has a lot of low combo starters, so you're usually blocking low against the Scorpion, and this easy input overhead knocks you down, and it can be a very good mix-up. However, it has 22 frames to start up, so you can react to it. Even though it is going to be tough to react to online, you can do it. I've done it a few times online, but what's next with that is reacting to it is it's 5 frames of recovery, -5 frames of recovery, which means it is pretty much completely safe. Unless you have a move that has a startup frame of 5 or less, which I don't think anything does. So even the lows, the fast moves, are usually pretty hard to punish it with. The only reason you're seeing that counter there is because I hit it while Scorpion's trying to do that move again. So this move is pretty much safe on block. On whiff, it's 24, so unless you react pretty fast, you can punish it. But hitting it on whiff is going to be pretty difficult as well. Otherwise, you can flawless block it, but that's also going to be as tough as just reacting to it. So my advice here is, you're always going to end up blocking low on a Scorpion because of those mix-ups. Just get ready for that overhead. Just wait for that fire. You see that fire pop up, that's going to be your indication to stand up. And that's pretty much how you counter a back 3. So this forward 3-4 is another move with a crushing blow that Scorpions love to abuse. They especially love to go from forward 3 to a grab. We'll show that in a minute. But this move has a lot of pushback regularly, so it's pretty hard to punish, and it only has 7 frames of recovery. It's -7 on block. So if you try and punish it, you'll usually get hit with another forward 3 and get that crushing blow on you before you can actually punish this move. And because of that, a lot of people are afraid to react to this move online at all. And that's why a lot of times you'll see a Scorpion do this. They go from the forward 3 into the grab. And that's going to be hard to react to because you're expecting that second hit and you're getting grabbed. And that grab there is a 50-50. You guessed wrong once, escape fail. You guessed wrong twice, and it's a crushing blow. So you want to be careful with that grab. So we're going to go back to this just to show you this. And my advice here is to just neutral duck right after that first hit. So if they grab you, you're all set to punish, and if they don't, you can usually block it. And normally I'll react to a flawless block, but I do advise trying to use a flawless block attack if you're using a character like Johnny. And I'll show you that if I can hit a flawless block. Look at that, because he misses completely. And while you're sitting there in amazement about how that flawless block mixed, and it works for both of his flawless blocks. But as you can see, both of Johnny's flawless block attacks do end up missing, though some characters do have better wake-up attacks, and I will show you total cons here in just a second. So now that we're back, that's pretty much what it would look like with Kotal Khan doing a flawless attack. So real quick, Scorpions love to mash down 1 and down 2 on block every time they do a safe string. Your best option is to just walk backwards after this combo, because then you can't avoid it, and you can usually punish it pretty easily. But a Scorpion will pretty much always mash down 1 and down 2 on these strings that are safe. This string is -5 on hit. So you try and punish with anything, and you're getting hit. And you're lucky if it is just a down 1, especially if you're playing Johnny Cage, whose all startups are pretty much highs, because if they hit that down 2, you're getting that crushing blow. So your best option here on block is either poke them back, get them out of it, and then you can kind of reset yourself. Or sometimes I've done it, I'm struggling a little bit here, is you can just walk backwards, or not take the hit there, but I have done it where you can walk backwards. Some characters are better at it, and you can avoid that down 1 or that down 2. That walking backwards is going to work a lot better with the down 2, so let's just show that real quick. So for D1, I just recommend poking it if you think they're going to D1. You can also poke them out of the D2, but it's much better to just punish that D2 altogether. So Scorpions love to mash those 2 buttons whenever they do a move on block, because they want to steal their turn, and they want to be able to keep adding pressure to you whenever they can. So, second that hit ends, don't do any high moves. Try and either poke them out of it, and then you can reset and take your turn, or just back up. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to go over is Scorpion's wake-up attacks. Almost every time a Scorpion gets knocked down, they're going to wake-up attack. But again, you can pretty easily bait this out of them like you can with the teleport. So after you knock them down, just walk towards them, and just get ready to block, because you know they're going to wake up attack. It's pretty easy to tell when they're going to wake up attack. Even if they delay it, you will know when they're coming up to attack. So you can just bait them into it and block. Now you can get that flawless block. It is pretty easy to do with this, especially if you react to it. I'm struggling. There you go. So you get 215 damage on them just because they wanted to wake up attack, and you knew they were going to do that. So flawless blocking is one way, but because if you just walk it, that block advantage is -2 on block. A lot of times you just want to grab them right away, because they're expecting that get up attack to hit, so they're going to be confused for a second. Just quickly grab them, get them knocked away, get that 130 damage. For a character with the crushing blow, maybe you'll have that crushing blow and you'll get 330 damage, I believe it is, with crushing blows. Maybe it's just 300 now. Not sure. But anyways, flawless blocking is a pretty easy way to get it. So, that's all I really have on Scorpion. I really believe any character is good for countering Scorpion, because it's less about the movesets and more so on reacting to all the special moves that a Scorpion is going to randomly whip out on you. But I really do like Johnny Cage because of the shadow kick here, that's for countering the spears, and because of this move here, which does lunge him forward, so it's pretty good for getting close to him after that death spin combo or that regular spear throw he does. So, if I missed something, make sure to comment below. Also comment who you want to see featured next week's episode, and it might get featured. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you spam that like button, spam that subscribe button. If you want to be the first one to see these episodes every week, make sure you also spam that bell notification. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.